Hey YouTube, Frogtoad here. Well, what you see down here on the table is pretty much the contents to my boo-boo bag. And I just did a video on the medical supplies that I carry, and I trotted it back out because I'm going to show you a product from AMP3. Now, this is a small company in Oregon that puts together several different kinds of medical kits, and this is their EDC. Now, over the years, I have had zero luck with going out and spending anywhere from $7 to $60 on medical kits, you know, give or take. And they've gone from the, you know, okay package that just needed to be augmented to just the flat-out hilarious that were something that you could have put together yourself at Walgreens. And that just burns me when you go out and buy a kit and it's just basically a few Band-Aids and some other things with this fancy packaging, and it just doesn't do what, you know, you could be dealing with. So I'm going to try and keep the glare down. I'm sorry, the light's overhead. So what I'm going to do with this is tell you what I did to review it and show you what's inside of it. So let's get right to looking at it. It's in a lock sack bag. If you're not familiar with lock sack, I'm going to annotate this company. Go take a look at these. They make great containers. It's a Ziploc bag on steroids. Definitely worth looking into. So let's get inside this thing before this video runs way too long. Okay, got some Stay Alert gum. I'm not too familiar with that stuff. I've never used it, but it's basically caffeine gum. And it's 100 milligrams, so okay, I can see if you need to stay awake, that would work. The first module, they have them divided up into modules, is a couple of pieces of Write in the Rain notebook paper, a pencil with a cover so it won't poke the bag, a couple of splinter outs, a couple of safety pins, and a folding razor blade and what appears to be a little hacksaw blade. The Write in the Rain paper is expensive. I've got a couple of these notebooks and they ain't cheap, and they're worth every dime. I know that. That's the reason I carry them. The splinter outs, if you're not familiar with them, they're a single serving kit, if you will, for removing a splinter. And these two blades are pretty self-explanatory. You've got what's a small hacksaw blade and a razor blade that folds up into a small package. I'm going to try and make this quick so I don't go in too deep, but we'll just take a little peek. And just imagine the other one is a hacksaw blade, and that's a razor. So I'll give you an idea what's in there. The next module is all medications, over-the-counter stuff. You've got ibuprofen, Tylenol, Zentak. That's for allergies. You know, you can look this stuff up if you want to know what it's for. You got Benadryl, anti-vomiting, and aspirin. Just a nice little medical pack. This is real similar to what I carry, but a little bit more complete. I don't carry Zentak. I should carry some anti-nausea medicine. That's a great idea. And again, there are all the individual packages inside this module. And the last module has two 1x3 Band-Aids, one 2" by 4" Band-Aid, 5 butterfly closures, some duct tape, 2 alcohol pads, 2 antimicrobial wipes, and 3 single servings again of the ointment, which would be similar to this is what I carry. Now, this is a really small kit. It is essentially what I would call a boo-boo bag. And it stores really nice and real flat in here. But, you know, the big deal was, normally I try not to talk too much about prices because, you know, prices can fluctuate, but I think it's important in medical stuff. Now, my boo-boo bag over there, if you look at the equivalent to what you have in here, and I'll be nice, I'll take away, I do keep one of these little County Com lights in my boo-boo bag. take that away. That, you know, probably set me back. Heck, you know, it's actually really hard to tell. And this is what happened to me. I couldn't look at this and tell. So what I did is I went over to my local Walgreens, which is where all this came from. And I think that's a fair basis for comparison to what you pay for this. So what I did is I went over and I found a very patient pharmacist over at Walgreens, and we dissected this AMP3 kit, and then went and tried to see how much it would cost to put this kit, or the closest we could find to this kit, together out of my local Walgreens. Now, I can't show you my notes beyond the real crappy ones I actually did in Walgreens. My computer's messing up, so I can't print out the one I was going to use to make this video. But the bottom line was, in fact, let me keep some of this out. The bottom line was, in order to get everything that's in this pack that I could get at Walgreens, it was about a little over $5. But there were some important things missing. Obviously, I couldn't get the Right in the Rain stuff. I couldn't get these little saws. I couldn't get the Stay Alert gum. And right off the bat, I can't remember if there's anything else. Oh, and of course, I couldn't get the lock sack bag. So I came back home, looked up all this stuff on the internet. And again, I was really fair. Just as a matter of example, I did find these little blades. But in order to get them at the price I used to calculate this, you had to buy 1,000 of them. And I believe 100 was the lowest amount they sold, and the price was much, much higher than I used. So, okay, so what does it all mean? What it means is if I went on the internet, no shipping, crucial point, no shipping. If I just paid the prices I found on the internet for everything that was here, I came up to about $10.80. Okay, how much did this cost me? With shipping, this was $20. Now think about that for a second. Well, that's, you know, it's half. It only cost, you know, you only would have paid half if you'd have bought a, whoa, 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 whoa. No. Put the shipping in on 100 of these. Each this. And then, I'll be flat out honest with you, man, it took me about an hour and a half, not including the drive to Walgreens, and about 45 minutes to an hour on the internet to get even close to finding out this information. My time is valuable. So, at the $20, including shipping to my home, that this cost in flat out dollars and cents, was it a good value? Yeah, it was just a fine value. I felt great about it. Now, does it have everything in it that I want? Okay, it did have one thing that I didn't have, which was the anti-nausea medicine. Okay, cool. I like that. It's much smaller than mine. I like that too. Did it have a couple things I didn't think I'd use? Yeah, I don't think I'll use these or this other stuff on a daily basis. And it doesn't have the little CountyCom light. So my overall impression of it, well worth it. Am I going to augment it a little? Yeah. Is it going to become my new boo-boo bag I carry every day? Yeah, it's a better package. It's just as good a value of what I carry. It's more capable than what I carry, and it's just a better value. So my boo-boo bag is going in the car, and this one has become my EDC. Thanks for watching. Fair winds. Y'all have a great day.